Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 2 in this best of 3 series between Mavericks and Sweet Original Name in AEF Season 3, not 2, ignore that. Here, Division 2, what a first game we had in the series. Mavericks, oh, son, oh, it was just, have you ever seen someone like just butting their head against a brick wall and you're thinking either they're gonna bust through this wall or knock themselves the fuck out? Either way, this is gonna end really well and poorly for someone, and well, that's what happened in the end. Mavericks they just got broken, and the tankiness of the Sun lineup was just way too strong in the end. So we see some very familiar bands. I think these were even the bands that were done in the first game. Let's have a look at the Dota buff. Oh, a little bit of Cancermancer. I love it, Mavs. Good stuff. They leave it on the board, you take it. That's good. Yeah. Anyway, strong in this meta as well. So the bands last game were actually exactly the same. Doom. Bit of Doom reigns. So, Sun, again, with the off-meta picks. Well, actually, to be fair, Doom has been picked more and more. Especially with Necrophos being such a strong pick. You see Doom often picked to counter him. The thing about Doom in this game, it's going to be that he needs to Doom the Venomancer before he gets the Venomous Gale off. Is it Venomous Gale? See, I've been doing so well with these. No, Poison Nova. I knew that. See, I knew it was wrong, and that's why I checked it. Poison Nova. Before he gets Poison Nova off, otherwise it's all pointless. There's no point dooming a Venomancer after he's committed Poison Nova. Okay. This is quite the cancer lineup to start with, because well, Silencer is one of those heroes that you just can't deal with in lane. You know, he gets 1 point in glaives and then deals like 300 damage a hit. It's like, yeah, thanks, bro. that's balanced. Try Warlord. Okay, this is the same bands. Sun clearly have a plan here, and they've gotten the exact same bands 2 games in a row. Actually, this is just same bands all over the shop. The Lycan again banned for the second game in a row. I wonder, are we going to see the Sven banned now by Sweet Original Name?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
No, they're going to take away the Ursa. Clearly they feel the Ursa wasn't really that good for them last game. Juggernaut's going to get taken away. Okay, there's the Visage. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like the hero. It's strong at the moment though. Deals so much damage, pushes well, is tanky, is independent, offers control. There's so many good things about Visage, and I want to like the hero, but I just can't. Maybe it's the 1K in me that just can't abide the hero. But Visage will be played, and you have to think it's going to be a core Visage. That's where it's been played recently, and that's really where the Visage is strong. With some items, with an Ags, with a Solar Crest. If he manages to get those items up, you know, the Silencer is potentially going to end up being food. And anyone else that's even a little bit squishy. The Soul Assumption Nuke is an unbelievable ability. On a 4-second cooldown, you can deal so much damage. Okay. So it's Maverick's turn now to go a little bit off meta, as Venge just hasn't been picked anywhere ever for the last, I want to say, 4 months. And there's no real synergy at the moment between Venge, Silencer, and Veno. Sure, there's a right-click version of the Venomancer, but if you're going right-click heroes, there's better ones you can pick. You know, heroes that build heavy stats and really benefit from the Venge's aura. You know, amping their damage. Maybe there's a Drow pick coming.
Phantom Assassin.
Okay. That's a weird pick. When you look at Phantom Assassin, right? What's she good at? She's good at dealing physical damage, lots of it, and she's good at dealing with heroes that right-click. Not so great at magic damage. Venge has a little bit of magic damage, Silencer, a lot of magic damage, and Venomancer has the most magic damage in the game. So, I wonder about the pick. Unless it's like a support Phantom Assassin. I don't know. Do like a 4-position Phantom Assassin. Boots, Orb of Venom. Dagger. No, it's bad. Don't do it. Don't ever do that in your pubs. If you do, I will find you. And I will pick Necrophos and spend the entire game killing your Phantom Assassin. You've been warned. Okay, what have we got? We've got 42 seconds remaining, 40 seconds remaining. What are Mavericks going to pick here? Is this the Drow Ranger? Because it would be a pretty nasty push strat. Okay, they're going to go Mirana. All of a sudden... Okay, they're going to take away the Ancient Apparition. I think Sweet Original Name have missed a trick here. I don't know what it is, but I feel like they're going to go with a Drow Ranger here. It's going to be like a Venomancer offlane, Mirana mid kind of deal, and be putting the Drow safe lane. Because if you look at them, they're all ranged. And the Venomancer is very, very good at sustained pushes. And that's what the Drow really needs, is she needs a little bit of time. Not a lot of time, but a little bit of time to take towers. Come on, Mavericks. Don't play with me. Okay. I feel like they missed a trick. I feel like the Drow Ranger here would have been the good oil, but they go with the Faceless Void. They've got a lot of heroes that can dump damage into the Chronosphere, so it's going to be good for them, I think. And it's just a question of who goes where. Where are they going to put the Venomancer? Where are they going to put the Mirana? Where are they going to put the Void? Because they can run pretty much any combination apart from Faceless Void middle. You know, you could stick the Venomancer in any 3 lane. Same with the Mirana. 2 nights ago we saw... I can't remember who it was. They went godlike on a safe lane Mirana. And it looked very good. It was strong. It dealt an incredible amount of damage. So what is the original name going to pick here? The Invoker has been banned, so there will be no Invoker for Chrissy. I think the Puck is probably the strongest hero that they could go with. Natural Yules builder that will get out of most of the stuff. Can get into a fight. Can hold down the Mirana. Can hold down the Faceless Void. The control will be a big issue in this game, I think. Because they do have a fair amount of control, but not a huge amount. Rubik Lift, Visage Burge stuns, the Doom Infernal Blade, but that's not really enough control to hold down a Mirana Faceless Void. You know, 2 very slippery and elusive heroes. "30 seconds now remain on the clock for Sweet Original Name." They are thinking about this, and they're going to go to their profit again. They're going to go back to what worked in the first game. However, I don't think it's as strong this game. I wonder. And it's going to be a Scroats Cancermancer offlane. Okay, let the games begin. Novalau is going to take the Mirana to the mid lane. And Panda is going to go safe lane void. As I predicted, they are going to run an interesting combination between the three. I think this game is favoured towards the Mavericks, and we're going to see very shortly. I'll be back in a matter of 30 seconds once I get my dog inside and make sure he's not outside barking and annoying the neighbours. And we'll be back for Game 2 here in the AEF.
Prepare for battle.
Okie dokies, apologies about the delay, we're back in the game now, and it looks like we are going to see something different here. Mavericks, there's 3 heroes top. It's looking like they were going to try and contest this top rune.
30 seconds.
Interestingly, Aku is the Visage player apparently. Wow, there's an arrow. Okay, early D ward. And Mav are going to concede this skirmish without any blood being drawn. They're going to retreat. And Pandora has the tape, the taunt for Faceless Void. This could be bad.
The battle begins.
Anyway, Exodia's Doom. He seems to like playing these tanky offlaners. He's hard to kill offlaners, and he's going to go Bracer. I wonder if this is going to be a yeah, looks like it is going to be Drums Doom. Interesting. Go to the last hits, deny. Brilliant block by Nova Lau. This is in a really good position for him on in this wave. Early trade is quite even. It's going to be a dual lane top for Mav. And Scroats has gone level 1 Venomous Gale. Clearly looking to be aggressive here. As I was saying, whoop, they're going on Cozzy. Venomous Gale on 2. The lift comes through. This could be a dead nerd. Yes, he's dead. And again, Sun take the first lane here. The first death here in the top lane. This time it is not Scroats. So I think he'll secretly be happy about that. The fact that it's his teammate dying and not him. This lane is pushing though, so he's going to get some very nice XP under tower. And hopefully a few last hits. We'll see how he does. Oh, I don't think he could have got that one. He probably... no, he couldn't have got that one either. No, he missed it. So he's batting like 0 for 3 right now, and that's 0 for 4. That's 0 for 5. He got one of them. Hey look, as an offlaner, you're allowed to miss CS. Whoop. Hawkeye in very deep. Taunts away. Dinosaur didn't TP quickly enough to catch him. And I love that everyone has a taunt this game. Makes you wonder, what would Mirana's taunt be? You know, we've got the Time Walk by what's his face? So Exodius has found a troll somewhere. We'll move away from that before it triggers me too much. Mav here, occupying the attentions of 3 heroes. This is opening up space elsewhere on the map. Because right now, Hawkeye is just wandering around doing whatever he wants. And because he's going to pull for Pandora, keep the wave under control. Regen rune, the dream for Chrissy. He'll be very happy about that. Quick, come on, bruh. You got to use a spell. He probably wouldn't have hit it. It's probably out of range. Anyway, we'll see what Chase Rivers does on his Phantom Assassin. Oh, Exodius is getting aggressive here, Pandora. Time walks it off. He'll be fine. This is another common thing. Going for the Soul Ring. We're seeing so much Soul Ring at the moment. There's Soul Ring left, right and centre. Oh, Exodius is in a world of hurt right now. No points in the Arcane Curse, so they won't be able to stop him just walking this one off. He's fine. Meanwhile, Chase Rivers getting a bit of space now on the top. And Scroats is just going to go jungle. Has the Iron Talon. So for the second game in a row, he will be forced out of the lane. And Chase Rivers will have all the space that he could ask for.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As far as offlaners go, it's not really the worst thing ever because the Venomancer is a very fast jungler. Couple of points in wards, and you Gucci. I like this ward right here. Scouting ward, making sure he's not getting ganked by anyone. Exodius finds a Wild Wing Ripper. And therefore has the bonus armor, which is actually quite nice for a Doom. I always like the Satyr creeps. They're always good, but Pandora, he's just taunting non-stop. Meanwhile, mid lane. Oh! So close. Dinosaur TP's in, gets the return kill. No, that's the dog having a fit. God damn it. Meanwhile, Aku farming Venomancer boards. Interesting. I suppose as a support, you take what you can get. Because them greedy cores will never give you a last hit. Meanwhile, Scroats has got a few levels now. He's level 5 compared to Chase Rivers level 3. And he is putting the pressure on, but he could be in trouble. Aku is behind him. Grave Chill. The TP. Oh, not even close. Level 1 Soul Assumption, plus a PA with nothing. Yeah, that's no damage. And TP's away, and he'll be happy with that. Space created. Meanwhile, Exodius is just kind of doing his thing down here. He is actually getting a lot out of this lane. He's getting a lot of last hits, and he's got 2 points in Infernal Blade. I like this build against the Faceless Void. Because yes, the Faceless Void can time-lapse or time-walk damage off, but that damage, if it's over time, like Infernal Blade is, then all of a sudden, much more effective. Oh, nice last hit there, bud. Good stuff. Meanwhile, things pretty close in the mid lane, but it is really the story of how this Phantom Assassin is just motoring ahead on the net worth charts. Now, nearly 3k net worth, and, well, that was, I would assume, an arrow. Wow. Maybe? Who knows? I missed it. Sack me. Come on, dude. Yeah, that's it. Gotta get that bonus gold. Get that bonus gold, yo. Things pretty quiet. There is a movement coming towards the bottom lane right now. They're looking for Exodius, but he is full HP with level 1 Scorched Earth. He's a fair bit of regen, and he is fairly tanky with the Toughness Aura. 1000 HP. That's a lot of work they've got to put in. Pandora does have the Chronosphere though, so perhaps they can do it. Oh! Chronosphere's mid-doom, and well, that's going to work out very nicely. timing is incredible. And right now, I would say Exodius is fairly salty about that. I certainly would be. If that was me in a pub game, I would be GG well playing that one. He was mid-cast animation and it gets cancelled. So Vlad's for Chase Rivers. He's interesting pickup. Meanwhile, million heroes top. Aha. We know what he's seen. He's seen the Sator Tormentor, and all of a sudden the Unholy Aura is online, as well as the Hadouken. Oh, mid lane. Chrissy Constanza is going to die again. That is the second death. Third death for the Death Prophet. Really not having the start that he had last game. And this game is looking very, very shaky for Sun already. I have a great deal of concern for the boys with the sweet original name. And here is that sustained Venomancer push. Level 4 Plague Wards. No points in Poison Nova. I love it. Sustained push. That's what all this is all about. And how do you engage on this? You know, how do you start this fight when nobody has anything? And your two supports are level 3 and level 4 respectively. Will Chrissy Constanza go? Yes? Ah, that's a deny! What a player. Aku. Oh. People. TPing out. Here comes the PA Assassin, but isn't going to find anything there. Has the Morbid Mask.
The prize is mine.
Is working on the magic wand. Exodius still does have Doom available, and Dara will need to be careful here. Because you have to think, if he gets doomed, he will get run down. Especially with Dinosaur hanging around in the woods. He's been a creeper. I wonder if he can see. I wonder if he sees that he has the Nullfill aura on him. It's an interesting question. Does he know? I don't think he does, because it would have been coming from Fog. So, Pandara's just going to run into the woods. Meanwhile, Dinosaur's getting dived by Scroats up top. And you would have to think he's dead. Yep, make sure of it. Oh, and the arrow connects on Exodius. This Doom is not having the game of his life. That is a really bad confluence of events there. And this Doom just can't take a trick right now. That's twice. You would think he's about to take a good fight and just gets murdered. First by the Chronosphere and then second by the arrow. The rotations are coming. Aku does have level 6. That's a respectable level 6 timing. Does get scouted. Nova Lao is going to attempt to burst the Phantom Assassin, the bird stuns. Here comes Chrissy Constanza. Do they have detection? Don't need it. They kill him so fast. And Nova Lao is dead. Meanwhile, Hawkeye takes out the Phantom Assassin on the sidelines. Will pay for his sins. And that's a 2-for-1. Unfortunate that the carry goes down, but Sun do take a good fight in the end. And Chrissy Constanza, with the efficiency play, will take the stack here. Just off to the side of the dire safe lane. I wonder if Exodius will get to doom anyone this game. You'd have to think that he does, but he's been having some terrible luck thus far. Nova Lao. Oh, the arrow just misses. And Exodius is like, I've had enough of this. I know where this story ends up. I'm out, nerds. So Nova Lao looking for the Yasha. Has it finished and on the courier being shipped out. Meanwhile, Chase Rivers has nothing. I don't know about this build, you know. I don't know what Vlad's really gives you that you you couldn't do without. You know, I feel like there's so many other better items that a Phantom Assassin could buy. Exodius, he's angry. He's mad. Gets stunned. Gets blasted with a million abilities. Gets swats back in. The arrow is going to hit again. The poor Doom. Leave him alone. He's being bullied right now. They're going to try and get the birds. They will. 100 gold. Easy game. Oh, and Scroats has gone Midas. This is a greedy Veno. I love it. Cozy is struggling for levels. He's only going to hit 6 just now.
Dire's bottom tower.
But the push is coming, and this will be the last tier 1 for Sun.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a sustained push, and how do you fight? You can't. Even with a Blink Dagger, how are you going to fight into this? This is the big issue with Venomancer that teams have found, is that you can't fight into the siege. When you're playing on the front foot like this, you can't actually do anything about the siege, because you need to attack from such range that it's just very, very difficult to deal with. The Visage Birds are perhaps going to help, but all of a sudden, the wraparound. Is it coming? No. Pandora is just kind of sitting off to the side here. They know that they know that they know that they know. They might shadow gank. They know again. Chronosphere. It hits onto 1. Hits onto 2 rather. This global silence will delay any kind of return aggression. Cruci Constanza will go down. Meanwhile, on the side, the silencer goes down. The Doom is dropped onto the Venomancer, who has no points in Poison Nova. The Hadouken hits, and he will die as well. But I don't think this fight is going well for Mav. I think they need to back. Yes, the Phantom Assassin is starting to clean up, and Novalau will back off. It was a reasonable Chronosphere, but Sun take the fight in the end. Despite all odds, they pull out the win there at the end of the day. Unfortunately, Aku still has 90 seconds to go until he gets his bird back. He's only got 1 of the 2 at the moment because he can't resummon, unfortunately.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As the medallion up, working towards an Rod of Atos. Okay, it looks like Chase Rivers has changed up his build. He's going to go into the Desolator. But you have to feel that it is a little bit late at this stage. With 16 minutes nearly on the clock, he is still 1,500 gold away from it being finished. Meanwhile, mid lane. Scroats is like, if you're going to do that, I'm going to be here. Have fun, lads. Oh, the stun hits, and that is a dead Phantom Assassin. Meanwhile, the Doom has not really anything, and he's going to try and walk this off. He has a lot of HP regen, but it's about to wear off. Something's stolen. That's Time Walk by the Rubik. Arrow? It's going to hit! The arrow hits, and that's going to be a dead Rubik. Mavericks take 2, and, well, all of a sudden, any advantage that Sun had started to wrestle back from the Radiant goes back the other way. Pandora's working towards a Yasha. Okay. You have to think that it's probably going to be a Manta Diffusal Blade build for the Faceless Void. He's got an 8 strength over the attack speed. Novalau working towards a Manta style. Hawkeye. Medallion of Courage. Very nice item. Synergizes quite well with the Wave of Terror. Lots of minus armor. Scroats, as we said, has that Hand of Midas up and is going to be building a Dragon Lance. Cozy, meanwhile, has a Hand of Midas as well. Wow, okay. So this game, all of a sudden, is poised upon a knife edge. Will it stack? It stacks. Hawkeye, what a player. He's a god. Meanwhile, smoke from the Rubik, just a warding mission. Interesting play. Sun clearly reading the game and realizing that they're a little bit under the pump at the moment. Use both. all they have being a dust and a haste rune. Oh, Dinosaur will pay for his sins here. And that's 5 heroes, champ. He'll die there. We're going to rotate top and look to take this top lane. Exodius sees what's coming and gets out of dodge as fast as he can. Aku has the resummon available, or has resummoned rather. Meanwhile, Scroat's starting to set up the siege. You have to think this tower is not long for the world. And there is no split push to speak of. Unlike last game where the Death Prophet did have the opportunity to push down some of the Radiant Towers with Exorcism, we really haven't seen that. Bantara with a very, very quick move down into his own jungle, looking for something here. Isn't going to find it. The Doom has the drums on the courier on the way out by the looks of it. And Mav finally has some points in Poison Nova. He's got the 30% XP gain talent as well. Wow. So clearly looking to scale very, very hard and very, very fast. You almost have to wonder if a sniper wouldn't have been a better pick here rather than the Death Prophet. Gives you range, the ability to take out the healing, the healing ward, the plague wards before they do too much. Nova Lao, finished with the Mana Style, should be a little bit harder to kill. The smoke gets revealed, doesn't react very fast. The Yules, okay, it is going to work out. The Global Silence, he's fine, he'll walk it off. And all of a sudden, this one looks to turn around and come back the other way. No, Hawkeye swaps him in. Miscommunication from the team. They have no follow-up damage for the PA. Nova Lao will get chased off by Chrissy, who is all of a sudden pushing this tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
They fought the middle tower. The arrow nearly hits. Chrissy is slowed by approximately 1 million.
Radiant's middle tower is falling. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, all of a sudden, Chase Rivers, no bash. No way of stopping the TP. The Yules misses. Well, the Yules wasn't close enough, rather. So a very nice play there by Sun, taking that messy fight, taking an objective without losing anything major. Most importantly, without losing the Phantom Assassin. Had the Phantom Assassin died there, that's probably not worth. Speaking of the Phantom Assassin, she now has the Desolator finished. So we'll finally, at 21 minutes, start to deal some damage. You have to think, if the Phantom Assassin jumps the Venge, or even the Silencer, that they are both going to explode. So while the Dire are pushing bottom, the Radiant go Roche. Looks like they will take this Roshan. And the worst news is Sun won't even take this tower as a result. They must realise this is going on, and that is not good. Mavericks outmaneuvering their opponents right here, and this push just isn't coming fast enough. Exorcism is on cooldown right now, and well, Mavericks are fixing for a fight. Oh, he hits a max range arrow. The stun hits on the Phantom Assassin. Nova Lao is very low. The Poison Nova hits on 3. Nova Lao is getting control right now from Aku. Gets swapped out and saved by Hawkeyes. Here comes the Global Silence. The Doom is on the Faceless Void, but he doesn't really care because he has done his job and he will live. He's going to lifesteal if he can. He's going to lifesteal. He's going to be fine. And that is a 4-for-0 trade, and Sun just getting completely outmaneuvered there. Dinosaur is the only one that lives and makes it away. And this game is just looking progressively worse for Sun here. And it's looking like this is going to go to a Game 3. Rod of Atos being built by the Silencer here. He has 24 stolen int. Holy shit. He's having a great game. Oh, dearie me. The yawns are real. So how do Sun get back in this game? Well, I think it's super hard at this stage. I think that there's some real issues with their draft. They really don't have the heroes that they need to have to deal with what Mavericks have put together. The heroes that they've put together and the team and the strategy that they're looking to run right now, Sun really just don't have what they need to deal with it. Like, you almost need to buy a Dragon Lance on the Death Prophet so that you can hit the Plague Wards and get rid of the Plague Wards along with the familiars from Aku Aku. But really, it's just, you don't buy Dragon Lance on a Death Prophet. Like, come on. It's just not what happens, and you've got a Doom, but Doom's such a long cooldown right now. The Mavericks have the inside position when it comes to these ults, because the Chronosphere is always going to be shorter. So that means that potentially the Doom is always going to be controlled in these fights, BKB or no. So either the Doom needs to get the jump and find the Faceless Void, or alternatively, he needs to live through Chronosphere and then find the this lady, the cat lady, Marana. I'm struggling, man. I need a nap. This is what I need. Anyway, and Chrissy Costanza, I don't know even what you do with the Death Prophet at this stage, because like you're going to die so fast in these games. How do you deal with the damage that Mavericks bring? Like, BKB doesn't solve it. You need armor as well. And even then it doesn't solve it because there's a little bit of pure damage to boot. So they're going to smoke up here. They're going to look for a good fight. This mid lane's going to get pushed in. Seems like the Mavs know this is coming. We did see a very, very nice smoke maneuver. One that's a little bit beyond weaker teams, where most teams think a smoke equals we're going to take a fight, whereas Sun use their smoke to ward up and get some vision on the map. Looks like just this time they're going to use the smoke actually as a positional tool to retake their own jungle, secure some farm, and they know exactly where the Mavs are. That's a beautiful scan right there. Great game awareness by Sun. Holy shit, this Venomancer is so tanky. He's going for a fucking Heaven's Halberd. Why? For the Phantom Assassin, maybe? Okay. Actually, it's kind of good here because the Exorcism is physical damage, so I think the Ghost can miss. Makes sense, I suppose. Exodius is now a split pushing Doom, which is fine. He's got the 80 bonus gold, but he's very under-leveled right now. He's only level 13.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I suppose it's not that bad, actually. Nova Lau is only level 14, and he's the enemy mid lane on the leading team, so...
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So we see two lanes being pushed in here. Scroat's already in the top lane, setting up some Plague Wards. Dinosaur has flogged them, so that'll be so irritating as the Plague Wards get turned against their owner. You see the Visage Bird starting to work on them. Oh, he just fed one of the birds. Nova Lau, easy 100 gold. That GPM though. Speaking of GPM, all of a sudden, Scroat's is top of the GPM. With 11,600. That is phenomenal, actually. And he is starting to really scale hard. He's got the Sange finished. Sun are back in their own high ground, so they're ready for the fight. They're ready for the push if it comes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At the moment, I really think this game is super hard for Sun. Like the two Midases for Mav are just securing everything right now. It's just going to mean that things only ever get worse. Chronosphere's back up. The Aegis does expire. They know that something was Midas there. Chrissy is going to come forward. The Atos hits. Oh, the arrow. The arrow, no dice. And that skirmish will end in nothing. They'll try and get the birds. Looks like they will get the birds. Yes, that's another 100 gold. Come on, Aku Aku. Can't be feeding them birds now. They're too expensive, yo. I wonder what Kozi does next with all his gold that he is stockpiling at the moment. Pandara nearly has his Manta style finished. Is looking towards a Lincoln's by the looks of it. Or will be going Lincoln's first before Manta. Okay, fair enough. I can see that. I can get around that. It looks right now like Sun are just trying to turtle up a little bit, get some items together, get some net worth together, and then go from there. They're not rushing this game. They realise that they're behind. The Phantom Assassin is working on her BKB. This is going to be a very key item, even though whoops, the swap, and that's a dead nerd. Poof. That's another +2 there for Silencer. Well, Exodius. He's going to doom the... Oh, and that's a beautiful initiation onto the Faceless Void. He's dead before anything can happen. And this is the fight that Sun wanted. That's a 2-for-1, and they'll take that. Kozi is running as fast as he can. Oh, the arrow will hit on the Phantom Assassin. That'll help Kozi. No, the Yules is going to connect, and, well, he's going to be dead. Well, he gets fogged. No, yep, he's dead. So that is a very, very, very nice fight there. For Sun, they take the fight they wanted, and that was beautiful by Exodius. Leading off, getting the Doom on the Faceless Void. He dies with everything on cooldown, and really, there's nothing you can do in that circumstance. You can see why he's rushing to Lincoln's all of a sudden. It's almost like he saw that one coming. Aku Aku nearly has his Rod of Atos finished. PA is just going with a casual Morbid Mask by the looks of it. I like it. It's got the 10% lifesteal as well, so that stacks. And it gives you 25% at that level. Potentially allowing you to go into Satanic, and that's a lot of lifesteal in the late game. And it really helps Phantom Assassin with her survivability. Because generally speaking, you know, Phantom Assassin, her game ended at 30 minutes. When everyone got MKB, that was it. Game's done. You know, MKB, Bloodthorn, game's over. If you haven't won by then, you've lost when you're playing Phantom Assassin. But with talents, with Satanic, you know, all of a sudden a Phantom Assassin can actually scale quite well. Much better than she used to be able to. Position 4, casually farming Ancients. Good stuff, I love it. Exodius has hit level 15 and has gone the Scorched Earth heal/damage. So that's brilliant, I love it. He's going to be going into the Shiva's Guard now. Looks like they're gathering up. They might smoke here. They have a smoke on the Rubik. The Death Prophet is TPing back. Yes, they are going to smoke. Yes? No? Yep, they're going to smoke. Okay. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Please, can you please repeat the question? The Venge is pretty poor right now, but the poor Rubik is even poorer. Poor Rubik is even poorer. Yes, that's what a turn of phrase that is. Gem now by the Silencer. Interesting pickup. Clearly, the Doom and that initiation with the Shadow Blade has them worried. at least until the Void's Lincoln Sphere comes online, the wraparound is coming. They know that they're there. Here it is. They're on the high ground. They can see it. The Chronosphere hits on 4. Pandara says, nah, that's not happening. The Doom is reasonable. It's on the silencer. The Rubik dies in the duration. Whoa, that damage on the Faceless Void. They still might fake this fight. And the damage is just coming. It is so strong. And it is, yes, it's going to go the way of Sun. 2 to 3. A 4-man Chrono, and you lose the fight. What? The Doom, though. Exodius is playing a very, very strong game after that disastrous early game. We've seen him with 2 great Dooms there. First, on the Faceless Void in that top lane push, you know, completely nullifying what the Void would do in that fight. And then on that second one, taking the Silencer out and preventing the global. Chase Rivers just ripping nerds apart. And it's actually Christy Constanza that takes credit for 2 of the kills. That's going to help him scale, because right now he's got a lot of net worth, but that net worth isn't really matching up with his effect in this game. And Mavs are just going to go Roche. Like, it doesn't matter that we've got 1 hero dead. Like, whatever, he'll 2p in. It's fine. And it looks like Sun have no idea this is happening. I want to see what he goes for the level 20 talent for Exodius. Send a bird in, dude. You got to send a bird in. You're here. Okay. Or maybe they know it's happening and they're like, yeah, we just don't care. MKB being built for Nova Lau. That'll deal with the Phantom Assassin. Wow. So the Lincolns is nearly finished for the Faceless Void. The one bright spark in that fight is that Kazi gets out alive and preserves their possession of the gem. If they lose that gem there, I think that is, well, it's disastrous, really, isn't it? BKB is finished for the Death Prophet. She actually had it for the last fight. It's down to a 9-second charge. Oh, Hood of Defiance here for the Doom. Interesting. Elects not to finish up the Shiva's Guard and just go for that magic defense. Solar Crest as well. Okay, this is a cool utility build Doom. He's got to Doom back up. He might actually go for Scroats here. Scroats, a little bit nervous, backs up. Scroats is still on top of the net worth chart. Has the Heaven's Halberd. He's going for a Lincoln's himself now. So it's Lincoln's is the order of the day. Phantom Assassin is going to work into an Abyssal Blade. I love this item on the hero. It's so obnoxious, getting a bash from a trillion range. And then jumping in and abyssaling someone. It's the good stuff, you know. Exodius is in the... Okay, he elects to TP out. The bash, the crit, it's just all good stuff, you know. It's all good stuff. So all of a sudden, this game, whilst you have to think that it's in Mav's hands to win, its Sun just looks so dangerous. They're taking these fights and they're winning them. On paper, you wouldn't think that they could, but they are. All of a sudden, like, they're living through the Chronosphere. They're shrugging off the Poison Nova. Okay, Mavs smoked up here in the dire jungle. They're looking, but Sun knows something is up. They're not poking their noses out too far. It looks like there will be a bit of split push now. I hope they have TPs. Dooms is on cooldown for 12 seconds. The Death Prophets is ready to go. Yes, here comes the push. They want to... Oh, the damage! It nearly murders Nova Lau. The Chronosphere is good. It hits on 2. Chase Rivers just jumps in. He's going after someone. The Visage dies. Pandara takes off someone in the backlines. Hawkeye is in very, very deep. The Doom gets controlled and is dead. And, well, that's a lane of ranks. No buyback on anyone. Sudden, we're just out of position there. both the Doom and the Death Prophet were not in position to defend, and that's just... It's at least 2 lanes. The Phantom Assassin. Oh, it gets blocked by a creep. Gets lucky. There's that obnoxious bash that I'm talking about. Nova does have the Aegis, so he will be fine. Ah, Chase Rivers gets in there and blows up. 1. Is now looking for the second. Gets 2. This is what a Phantom Assassin is good at. Gets the gem. And he's going to be able to see everything. Has BKB in a couple of moments. Will there be a turnaround? Chase needs to be very careful. He will die. All of a sudden, now he's in trouble. He's going to die. That's a fair trade at the moment. The gem is on the deck. Will Scroats make it out alive? He'll put down a Plague Ward. He will slow. The Yules hits him though. He's in a world of hurt. This is going to be 4. That's a 4 for 1 in the end. And again, Sun, they take a fight. They have no right to take. Pandara's the only ones that's going to make it out alive. How do they kill 4 heroes there? It's just... Is it a misplay? Is it good play? What is that? And why? Why are they still in this game? I could have sworn this game would have been over 5 minutes ago. And yet they're still hanging in there. Hawkeye is in no man's land. Oh, the just misses. Oh, Exodius running in there. He wants that booty. He's so mad. Swiggity smooty. Is he going to go for it? The Venge is kind of fast. It's kind of speedy. It's not going to go for it in the end. It's rooted by these fucking creeps. Oh dear. Oh dear. So it's all fun and games. And this game's just continues. It's still going. Pandara has nearly finished up his Mantisar. Novalau is elected to take the 50 damage. And pretty much has the MKB finished. The one thing that Novalau doesn't have is survivability. You know, 1600 HP, 40 minutes of the game. Against a Phantom Assassin? Really, bruh? Suns are going to smoke up. They're heading towards the mid lane. They're going to find Cozy. He is tanky. Exodius knows it. Stuns it. Hard Dukins it. 4-star from Cozy. Is he going to be fine? Atos. Wow, okay. The Moonlight Shadow. Pandara. We've seen this movie before. Will he get another 4-man chrono? He elects not to do it. Novalau jumps in, blows up the Rubik. Here's the Chronosphere! It hits on 3 this time. Good. Poison Nova, the global silence. There it is. This is the fight that Mav wanted. And for once, Suns are losing a fight that they should bloody well lose. That's 4 for none. And it looks like Exodius is the only one that's going to make it out alive. Pandara finally getting rewarded for his excellent Chronospheres. And this might just be another lane of racks. The PA does have buybacks, same with the Visage, but it's 60 seconds without the Death Prophet. Death Prophet does have Exorcism. She died with that on cooldown. In fact, Suns died with pretty much everything on cooldown. The Doom was not expended. And the Phantom Assassin will buy back here. Novalau leaps in, gives the attack speed boost. Nice man to dodge there. Exodius goes forward. He's in a world of hurt. Dude, you're in the wrong neighborhood. He explodes. He does have buyback. He can come back into this game. If he wants to. He might bait it out like he did last game. Well, it wasn't him, actually. It was someone from the other team. Pandara gets hit by the arrow. He does buy back. And, yes, the Phantom Assassin's just in. They're going for Hawkeye. Hawkeye tries to switch it out. Can't get it done. Scroats is running. Can he get spotted? He's looking.
Smiles upon me.
Oh, dinosaur. I think he caught a glimpse of him. He could find him. The dust does clip him. The birds have him. He's in a world of pain now. And he's going to get off the poison nova. So the dinosaur's going to have to back. He's fighting. He's giving them all he can.
Sacks run empty.
Damn, that poison nova damage. It's phenomenal. I love it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Meanwhile, mid tower goes down. Creeps are doing work on the Dire base. Sun's hanging in there grimly. They are just... They have a death grip on this game. They don't want to let it go. They don't want Mavericks to have an easy one. Even though they've been down in net worth from what I want to say is 15 minutes, we find ourselves creeping into the 43rd minute, and still the game continues. Doom with a gem. The stanza does have exorcism. Is he going to commit it here? I feel like you just need to use it. Use it or lose it, you know?
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
the granite aura. I love it. Plus 15% health. It's very, very nice, especially with a Phantom Assassin on your team. Wow, and in goes the Phantom Assassin, spots the silencer, and all of a sudden, PA is deadski. Nova Lau has the MKB and is dealing the damage. Pandora with another great... Yeah, okay. So they're going to call GG. It's about bloody time. Pandora with another excellent Chronosphere, and this game is going to Game 3. What a play there. Good stuff, and an excellent series, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to seeing you again shortly when we come back for the deciding game in this series here in the AEF Season 3, Div 2.